There's somebody else in here, in this house. I can hear them. I hear footsteps in hallways, doors clicking closed in distant rooms. I'll walk into a room where smoke rises from a just snuffed candle. Creaking sounds, rhythmic and repetitive, lead me to a bedroom on the second floor where I find a rocking horse cantering back and forth on dusty runners. I watch it slow to a halt. Not that I should be here either. It was a bad night, rain sluicing down, and the door was ajar. I saw a candle flickering in a first-floor window and thought that I might be able to shelter here for a while. I called out a greeting in the hallway, not even echoes in response. I walked from room to deserted room until I found a bedroom and, without meaning to, I slept. I awoke after what could have been an hour or a day with the room muffled by a half-light gloom and my body stiff from sleeping in damp clothes. Dust and cobwebs caked the windows, and I could see only dim shapes outside. I turned and for the first time noticed that a beautiful dress had been laid out on the dresser. Had it been there before I slept? Even now, I'm unsure. I found a jug of water beside the clothes and drank the brackish, stale liquid inside. Then I undressed, changed, and left my own tattered garments on the bed. I've not seen them since. Actually, I've never found that room again. Out in the hallway, light shone dimly from glass globes lining the walls. Rain battered the grimy windows and filled the landing with its clatter, but on the edge of sound, I could hear a piano played haltily in a room on the lower floor. Scales repeating. I padded downstairs cautiously, following the sound to a pair of double doors, and the piano stopped. The last note damped off abruptly. It stood there, a grand, with its keys facing towards me like teeth, like a smile. I turned, looking around the room, and started in fright as my eye caught movement, my own reflection in a gilt-edged mirror. I smiled ruefully, and as I did, a jarring crash behind me made my heart leap. I spun around. The piano's fallboard had been slammed shut. As I watched, chest heaving, the key slowly turned in the lock. I fled, I admit it, out through the double doors and down the hall past the stairs I'd recently descended, until I caught my foot on a runner and collapsed onto a window seat. I sat for a while, with my head in clammy hands, until my breathing slowed to normal. A branch blown by the wind outside tapped the leaded glass. Tap, tap. I raised my head and looked down the hallway. Tap, tap. It seemed shorter than the distance I'd ran. The drawing room's double doors only a few paces away. Tap, tap. Something nagged at me. Tap, tap. Something wrong. Tap, tap. I suddenly realized. Tap, tap. Despite the rain, the wind had died away long ago. Tap, tap. Since then, I've explored this house, this set of interlinked and seemingly endless rooms. I still hear other inhabitants in distant rooms. In the first few days I called out to them, pleaded with them, cursed them. For a while I tried to catch one, even to the extent of laying traps made from rugs and curtain cords, all to no avail. I've found fire grates still warm to the touch, baskets lined with fresh breadcrumbs. I've found water gurgling down sinks, shower heads still dripping and wreathed in steam. I've found music boxes skipping a single line of music, 10 monkeys shaking 10 cups as their clockwork slowly winds down. Once, I found an old upright piano and let my fingers walk out a few scales. I gasped. I slammed the fallboard down and locked the wretched thing before I scurried on towards my new horrors. I wonder sometimes how far away I now am from the city. The windows are still grime-smeared and only just translucent, but the dim light coming through them is tinged at the edges with flickering green. The paintings on the walls are strange. The walls themselves are strange in ways I can't express. I feel unwelcome, watched, and barely tolerated. I should leave. I would leave if I could find my way out.